Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. The Texas Department of Transportation has announced that four-way stop signs will be installed at the intersection of State Highway 19 North and FM 71 in northern Hopkins County, the Birthright community, starting September 17th. Message boards are already in place to alert drivers to the upcoming change in the traffic patterns in that portion of State Highway 19. TxDOT personnel will install the bases for the four-way stop signs this week. TxDOT officials asked motorists and others who travel frequently in the area to remain alert and observe posted speed limit signs and watch for the beginning of the four-way stop. Silver Springs School Board gained insight into a number of programs at the Silver Springs Elementary School, including a Gentleman's League program for 4th and 5th grade boys and My Classroom Economy, a program that teaches students basic financial and budgeting skills. A number of other reports were heard as the board approved a number of policies and purchased 2 new maintenance vehicles. Lisa Tolliver, Silver Springs Independent School District board member and former president of the local board, is now a master trustee. Tolliver invested a year of activity in a statewide program, Leadership TASB, for trustees from schools of all sizes and types. Fellow board member Clay Johnson presented a certificate of completion to Tolliver. Superintendent of Schools Michael Lamb presented information and a video focused on the new Gentleman's League for 4th and 5th grade boys. The program will teach life lessons to the male students. Lessons taught will include how to wear and what to wear, etiquette at meals, respect for and how to treat others with respect, and accepting oneself for whom they are. According to Lamb, students will gain a sense of belonging, preparation for academics, and how to contribute to the community. In the video, students in schools where the program began stated the program gave them confidence and motivation. The league is optional for students and will meet twice a month. The program begins Wednesday, September 12th at the Silver Springs Elementary School campus. A science program for 5th grade girls is in its second year. My Classroom Economy enables 4th and 5th grade students to learn life skills in a real way. Principal Holly Falmer, assisted by teachers Amanda Higginbotham, Chandra Maddox, and Maria Martinez, presented the program. 6 students told of their experience in the program. Students learn the value of a paycheck, bank account, loans, budgets, making payments, and saving to attain. They earn money, paper currency for the program, up to 3- and 4-digit amounts. They have deposit slips, withdrawal slips, and a balance sheet. They earn a salary for completing classroom jobs and receive bonus rewards for achievements. Loans must be paid back, and students pay rent for desks, buy items at auction, pay fines for not following rules, and more. Jenny Arledge presented the CTE program evaluation for 2017-2018. She noted that the program has met goals and standards set locally and by the program. The evaluation was conducted by a team from Region 6 due to the fact that Region 8, the region which Silver Springs Independent School District is a member, does not do CTE program evaluations. Rusty Harden presented the Human Resources and Communications report. He reported that in the past 5 years, the district has averaged hiring 86 new employees per year. Approximately 60 new teachers have been hired each year. He states the numbers are below average numbers of hires when the district is compared to other Texas districts. The majority of teachers in the Silver Springs Independent School District have 6 or more years of experience. Recent hires have been teachers with less than 5-year experience. Harden showed slides of actions taken to increase security at the high school and presented a video focused on an emergency operations app that would be used by teachers and staff in the district. Superintendent Lamb presented the TEA 2018 accountability rating for Silver Springs Independent School District. He noted the success achieved and the concerns that had focused on the Silver Springs Elementary School campus. However, with the recent restructure of campuses, many of the concerns are being answered. He anticipates a much higher rating for the local district and that specific campus. The board approved all action items, including the purchase of the 6-cylinder vans for the maintenance department, Tolliver Ford was awarded the bid, which was lower than the only other bid from Hodge Chevrolet. 9 local policies and 57 legal policies were approved in a TSB localized manual update, and extracurricular status was awarded to lower grade 4-H, and the local county extension agents, Johanna Hicks and Dr. Mario Villarino, were appointed as adjunct faculty. No district personnel changes were made. The flags at the Veterans Memorial and around the city of Sulphur Springs were lowered to half-staff at 8 a.m. Tuesday. They will remain there until 5 p.m., at which time they will be raised to full staff by the Hopkins County Marine Corps League. The Marine Corps League is following a directive from Governor Greg Abbott and President Donald Trump concerning the flying of flags on September 11th, 2018. The event marks a remembrance of September 11th, 2001, when 19 militants associated with the Islamic extremist group Al-Qaeda hijacked 4 airplanes and carried out suicide attacks against targets in the United States. Two of the planes were flown into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City. A third plane hit the Pentagon outside Washington, D.C., and the 4th plane crashed into a field in Pennsylvania. Almost 3,000 people were killed during the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. at the Fire Academy located on Sharon Lane in Sulphur Springs, Academy students conducted a solemn remembrance of the 9/11 event. They were joined by local firefighters and law enforcement.
So this time I would like to all agencies, all another groups on this to bow their heads to take a moment of prayer for our first responders and their families who have made the ultimate sacrifice in giving their life in the line of duty.
As you can tell from the poster, it's almost time for the John Chester Dutch Oven Cook-Off and Indian Summer Day at Heritage Park. It all happens on October 6th. To tell us more about this cooking contest is Rick Wilson, the organizer.
We've got a lot of events coming up real fast, don't we? Sulphur Springs is going to be full of food this in October.
You know what? More and more people are getting on the bandwagon of learning how to do different styles of outdoor cooking.
Oh, yeah, it's unreal right now, the stuff that's going on.
You teach a class, don't you?
We do. We teach a class usually in April, and have anywhere from 25 to 35 people that come out, and it's a lot of fun.
So many of your students from your class then show back up in October.
A lot of them do, sure do. We wish we could get 100% turnaround every year, but we don't. But we do have several folks that are first-timers coming back this year, and we're looking forward to having them there. Plus the regulars that always show up and help us. We got some good cooks in these Dutch ovens that come out, and we always have a lot of fun.
And really nice setups.
Yeah, they really do. Really do. Some of them are elaborate, and some of them just come out to have fun. So
the event is, and you may see a big old poster around town, it's all in pretty fall colors, Saturday, October 6th, Indian Summer Day and John Chester Dutch Oven Cook-Off at Heritage Park. And where is Heritage Park?
Heritage Park. It's at 416 North Jackson. We're just south of Farmers Co-op.
Yeah, just next door. And if you've never, it's a treasure, it's a jewel.
It is a unique place to come and visit. We've got a lot of history of Hopkins County in there.
So you may get one of these newsletters that come out from the Hopkins County Historical Society and Museum
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
there, and inviting you for various things through the year.
Through the year, yes.
And to observe work being done, like the new building.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's something that we're all excited about, and it's starting to go up. So it's going to be something that we can utilize in the park for a long time to come.
Well, when you go out to Indian Summer Day and the cook-off on October 6th, you'll see that in progress. So how can one sign up, and what does one need to do?
It's real simple to sign up. If you want to cook, just you can give me a call, 903-335-2752, and I'll be more than happy to make some arrangements, and we'll get you signed up and let you cook. It's $25 per team. You furnish you furnish what you cook, and food goes for a fundraiser for the park, because we resell it.
Of course, you furnish your cooking equipment.
Yes, you furnish all your equipment.
Now,
yes.
unlike in the spring when you do the class, sometimes you can borrow if you don't have your own.
Oh, yeah. I'll have extra equipment. I'll have my trailer there. If you don't have enough, be more than happy to let you use something.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Because there's people who want to get into this, and maybe they don't have all the sizes and things that they want.
We can accommodate.
And then you've got your seasoned cooks who always keep coming back.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
What will they be cooking?
Anything they want to. We do require that all meats be USDA approved, but they do a meat, a vegetable, a dessert, and a bread. And that's the 4 categories that we judge on. And give prize money to the top 3, plus the best in pots for meat, vegetable, bread, and dessert.
The cooking gets started early?
Yes, sometimes earlier than I want to get there. Makes for a long day, but it is a lot of fun.
And then you have to have it ready by
11 o'clock. You turned in the judges by 11, and hopefully we can start serving around 11:30. And you can come out, get a plate for $5, and hit every cook you want to.
Okay, and it's really all you can eat, but all of this money then goes to the fundraiser, as you were mentioning, for future needs at the Heritage Park.
Yes.
Okay. A beautiful place. Once you ever go there, you will just fall in love with it.
And we still here every day. Been here all my life and never seen it. But we're there.
Well,
we are there.
You are sort of the centerpiece of Indian Summer Day, because when we see those cooking smoke rising, and
it makes you want to eat right then.
Yeah, and the excitement and anticipation all around there. But you're sort of in the middle, right?
Yes.
And then all around the edges are the other features of the park.
Oh yeah, we got. Excuse me. We have a lot of other things going on that day. You can see we'll have Caddo Indian artifacts that are from this area. The general store will be open. This year we're going to have a reenacting. There'll be a display on tanning hides, candle dipping, blacksmith. Be some music, tin punch. Of course, we'll always have our sweet shop if you want something extra. The rug glimmers will be in. There'll be kids' activities all day as well. So there'll be things going on that you can participate in.
Sometimes you have Indian dancers.
We do, and right now me and my dancer are having trouble getting in communication with each other. So I have not been able to get a hold of him. I've left him messages. I don't know. He is a firefighter, so he may be fighting fire someplace. I don't know.
Okay. Well, hopefully we will see him there too.
Hope so.
And if people want to dress in old-timey costume, they can?
Oh, sure. Yeah. We do have some of the cooks that put on their regalia and come out and put on a really good show and have a lot to display. Have a lot to display.
Once you get there, you will not really ever want to go home. You just want to stay there.
Stay and visit.
In that wonderful community back in our history.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, find out where Hopkins County Heritage Park is at 416 North Jackson, and the museum.
Yes,
and
can't miss it.
They can go in the museum that day.
Yes.
Okay. Once again, how do they contact you for the
contact me at 903-335-2752.
Okay. And this is named John Chester Dutch Oven Cook-Off. Why?
Because, well, John Chester and I started cooking out there probably 20 years ago, just together.
So he was, their family have always done a lot of cooking, and he
yes.
kind of got you under his wing.
Well, yeah, we started competing with one another, basically, and his sisters. The different folks would come, and then it just kept getting bigger. And then we did the cooking class after John passed away, and then we decided to call it what we do now, the John Chester Dutch Oven Cook-Off.
That is set for October 6th, and do get in there. Even if you don't cook, be out there that day.
Be out there, eat, have fun.
Here's Don Julian with sports.
On Coordinator Tuesday, Wildcats offensive coordinator Matt Young discusses how rare it is to have a Sulphur Springs football game wiped out by the weather. Coach Young also tells us about the Terrell Tigers defense the Wildcats will be facing Friday night for homecoming at Gerald Prem Stadium.
It was definitely different. I think between all of us on staff, a lot of years of coaching, that we hadn't had any canceled.
Yeah, none of us thought back. This guy, 28 years behind this camera over here, and he couldn't remember it either, and so just it's like maybe never. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Terrell then, and talk about their defense and how they impress you this week.
It's a district opener. It's a huge game. You always want to get that first one. They are chaos on defense. They're going to try to create chaos for us. There's bodies coming everywhere. There's always people blitzing, looking at 5 or 6 coming. They vary their coverages constantly, try not to give you any consistent look, so you got to do a good job diagnosing each snap. Got a huge nose guard, 320, 330, extremely physical. Ethan's got his hands full. Definitely a challenge for him. Very fast and athletic, similar to Paris in years past, where there may be some space there early, but it's going to close very, very quickly. And some tremendous players at safety and outside linebackers. So we got to be on our timing. We got to be a good pad level. We got to do things right, or they'll make us pay.
Now let's see. They got to play. They played obviously when we did in week 1, and they got some of a game in. Sounds like maybe at home against Paris before they got canceled too.
Yeah, as far as we know, it was a little less than a quarter against Paris. We don't have a lot of information on that one. They played Hallsville a couple of weeks ago. They took a loss at Hallsville. Hallsville was able to run the ball at them some and wear them out a little bit. They're not a real deep team, but so that's one of our goals, hopefully, to wear them out. Of course, the cooler weather kind of plays to their favor in that. So there'll be a big challenge. They've kind of up and down years past. Some years they've been district or been playoff team, and then there's been other years where they're 3-7 or 4-6. So Coach Shields does a good job with what he's got going over there, and that'll be a challenge for us Friday.
How does homecoming factor in? Have you noticed any distractions or anything this week?
Over the years, the distractions become less and less. You don't have a lot of the pageantry during the week. You got a pep rally on Friday, which is very different. Dance-wise isn't as big as it used to be. So it's really, for us, the kids kind of look out at before the game at who wins, and then we go about playing. So it's really become less of a distraction through my coaching career. It used to be so much going on.
Yeah.
You're just worried about your kids all the time doing stuff, and now just not quite as big a thing.
Years and years ago, I can remember when they would have a big deal on the square on Monday that introduced the whole homecoming court. Whole football team was supposed to be there. Of course, that's prime practice time.
Oh yeah, you're running from practice to get to it. There's places you'd have parades. There used to be bonfire. It almost seemed like all week except for maybe Wednesday there was something going on, and now it's just kind of scaled back, which helps us a ton as coaches. We appreciate, keeps for our guys focused the main thing on the main thing, and then the homecoming itself, everybody else can enjoy that opportunity to come back and what they've been a part of in the past.
Everybody healthier for you with a week with no contact?
I think so. I mean, that's a praise. We don't have any walking wounded going around. There's always still little things because they're kids. They roll ankles walking to class. I mean, they hurt their hand picking up back. I mean, messing around. So there's always little things, but as of right now, we're ready to go.
Terrell does come to town for a big game for both teams. It's the district opener and homecoming for the Wildcats. Wildcats defensive coordinator Alex Guerra tells us about his experience with a football game being canceled due to the weather. Coach Guerra also tells us about the Terrell offense that the Wildcats will be seeing Friday.
20 years once before, and we ended up. It was a district game. We had to make it up on a Monday, believe it or not.
My goodness.
So yeah, it was a strange feeling.
Yeah, certainly was. Well, let's get right to Terrell then, and tell us how they impress you with their offense.
One word: athletic. They're athletic all the way around. Their front line gets after it. They get off the ball really well. They run the option stuff, double slot option stuff, which is always hard to defend. It's kind of a old school offense that is coming back, if you will. So a lot of people don't know how to defend it. I know we just got to play assignment football. I think we'll be all right.
Now that's something that we don't usually see, so it's almost like for 1 week you really have to kind of redirect everybody's thought process to a different defense.
Oh yeah, reads change a little bit on the inside, but again, it's all about playing assignment football, and we try to be pretty strict on what we do, how we play anyway. It may look chaotic, but there's always a method to the madness out there. So just sticking to our assignment, we should be fine.
You can't freelance, or you can't, try to do too much and all that. Just stick to your assignments.
Yes, sir. Yeah, do your job. Not worry about what the guy next to you is doing. We've had one run in yesterday at practice, outside linebacker a little bit, and he stepped down on something, and I had to correct him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, okay, coach, that's fine." So he jumped right on it.
All right. You're a little bit more healthy, maybe with a Friday night where you didn't have hitting going on, and kind of helped. It's almost like an off week. Well, it was an off week. So.
Yeah. There's pros and cons of both. Pro is we go in there with a little more preparation. We get to start earlier. We have no injuries. Guys, bumps and bruises have started to heal up. Con is we don't have that game speed or that game conditioning. We don't have that 1 week of competition to keep our kids going. But they're hungry. They're ready to go, man. They were a little disappointed, to say the least, about Friday night. So I think they're ready to go. They'll be ready for Friday.
Yeah, with young guys especially, you want as many reps and many game situations and all that to kind of help them along. So in that regard, it probably wasn't a real good deal.
Yeah. Again, you try to get them as game ready as possible. Even in practice, you just can't replicate game speed or game situations and stuff, no matter how hard you try. So to get those young kids in, some of our guys that are filling roles there, to get them in, it's kind of difficult because now they've got a whole other week that they're behind, and we're just do the best we can to put them in the right spots.
I would say by Friday night they ought to really be raring to go.
Oh yeah, yesterday was any indication, I think they're going to be ready. They're going to be hitting all cylinders on Friday.
And homecoming too, that's something to think about. Not the distraction I think it used to be, but it's still a big deal,
Oh yeah, homecoming situation. It's fun for the kids, but we try to tell the guys, homecoming right now is for the fans. You enjoy the win afterwards, So they're kids. So you get the excitement and get some goofiness here and there, but they know what the job is. They know what they need to do, and we're confident that we can get it done.
Head football coach Greg Owens also said the 2008 Wildcat State champion football team will be honored and recognized at Friday's football game.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.